Welcome to 7 Report. Today we're doing a Kanger SUBOX Mini question and answer and comments. Now the official release date for the Kangertech SUBOX Mini Starter Kit is Wednesday, June the 10th, 2015. Now I received both a white edition and a black edition of the SUBOX kit on Saturday, May 23rd, and posted a quick vape mail article that day and a video here on 7 Report. Followed that up with a longer first look piece and companion video on Monday the 25th, and finally did a full in-depth review on Monday, June the 1st. I've only been publishing 7 Report since August 22nd of 2014, so the site and the companion YouTube channel are still experiencing an awful lot of firsts. But reaction to the articles and videos dealing with the Kanger SUBOX Mini have received unprecedented, at least for 7 Report, attention. Views, comments, and questions. This is a product that people are very interested in. So I thought it would be appropriate to spend a couple of minutes responding to some of the questions and comments that have come in about the SUBOX Mini. Now all of these comments and questions have come in through 7 Report, the YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, or via email. They deal with a number of different areas and issues, but a couple of different questions kept coming up. Quite a few people, including Mr. Droka86, Zen Master, and Bullfrog, wanted to know if the new OCC and RBA Mini Plus deck will fit the older sub-tank minis. Well, the answer to that is yes. They'll not only fit the sub-tank mini, but all of the sub-tank line, with the exception of that RBA Mini Plus deck. The sub-tank Nano, which I have right here, never did accept the RBA deck from Kangertech because it was just too small. And the original version of the sub-tank, you had to swap out the upper hardware to accommodate the RBA. Well, since I don't have that version, I can't say for sure if the RBA Mini Plus will fit it or not. But here is one of the new coils, the new OCC coils. This is the 0.5 ohm. And this is the bottom part of the sub-tank Nano. And you can see that goes right in there. And the Nano screws together and it'll fire that coil just the same as it will the original horizontal coils, the OCC coils. Again, I'm not sure about the Mini RBA Plus fitting the original sub-tank because I have never had one of the original sub-tanks. Omar Gusniov, among others, wanted to know when the new vertical coils will be released as a standalone item. My best guess, after conferring with a local vape shop, is that they should ship the same day as the SUBOX Mini Starter Kit, which is scheduled for June 10. Lucas Rice asked if the new coils are vertical or horizontal. Well, they are horizontal, and they do have significantly larger juice ports, e-juice ports, than the original OCCs. Hold these two up, see if I can get them in one hand here. This is the new coil. See how much larger that juice flow port is than on the original coil? In the first look piece, I stated that the two OCC coils included in the SUBOX Mini were 0.5 ohm and 1.5 ohm. Now the original sub-tanks were packaged with a 0.5 ohm and a 1.2 ohm OCC, and N. Holloway 2007 asks, the lowest the K-Box Mini goes is 0.5 ohm? No. The lowest it goes is 0.3 ohms. It will fire coils rated at 0.3 ohms, but the lowest coil it comes with is that 0.5 ohm OCC. George Papyrus says, I've been wanting a tank with an RBA, and I like the new 1.5 ohm OCC that Kanger includes. I'm still not the biggest fan of sub-ohming. I wonder why Kanger didn't give the K-Box Mini temperature control. Well, that's a good question and a good point. It looks like the SUBOX Mini is getting plenty of attention without temperature control, but that's an area I'm interested in as well. Matter of fact, I expect to be receiving a temp control mod from a new supplier in the next week or two, so be watching for that review here on 7 Report. In that in-depth review of the SUBOX Mini, I said that you need to be sure to prime those OCC coils when they're new and never dry fire them, or you risk burning up that cotton. Now that prompted Manbalang73 to ask, well, how do you prime the coil? And it's not too difficult, really. You take your e-juice and just put a couple of drops right into the coil. Then you fill up your tank, and this has already got some e-juice in it. We'll just put a little more in there. Reattach it. And then let it sit for a few minutes to make sure that that cotton is fully saturated inside that OCC. Well, Chief had a follow-up question to that, wanting to know if it was necessary to do this every time you refilled the tank or just when you put in a new coil. Well, to be safe, you should do it with every new coil before you fire a new coil for the very first time. And as long as you haven't allowed your tank to totally dry out, you really shouldn't need to do it when you refill. Now, I do, however, do it when I'm changing flavors of e-juice. That cotton, at least to my taste, tends to hold on to the flavor of the previous e-juice, and I found that putting a couple of drops of the new e-juice directly into the coil helps flush that old e-juice flavor out more quickly than if you just let it burn off by itself. A number of people were curious about the battery for the K-Box Mini, including Rasidi Ramli and Otherside65, asking if the K-Box Mini has an internal battery, comes with an external battery, or if you need to purchase one separately. Well, the K-Box Mini is powered by an 18650 20 amp battery, and you do need to purchase it separately. It's an external battery. Kangertech does not include it with the SUBOX Mini starter kit, so that is going to be an additional purchase you have to consider when you buy the SUBOX Mini starter kit. Anthony Duraki was among those who wanted to know if he also needed to buy a battery charger or if he could just charge the 18650 while it was in the device. Well, no need for a separate charger. Not only can you charge the battery while it's in the unit, but you can continue vaping while it charges, provided you have a nearby USB power source or you purchase a 1A wall adapter. Kanger includes a micro USB cable, but no adapter for a wall outlet. Now, of course, if you're going to be away from a power source for any length of time, you might consider getting two batteries and an external charger so you always have a fully charged battery handy. Hijinks187 says, "Hey Jerry, did I see the micro USB port on the side? I can't tell you how much I wish I could charge my e-leafs vertically. No more dry hits from e-juice settling. Awesome." And yes, the micro USB port, it's almost at the very bottom on the side of the K-Box Mini, and it does come with a micro USB charging cable. It's really pretty simple. There goes my pen. Just insert it into there, and then you plug it into a computer. Now, it does not come with this 1A wall adapter. That I had from another product. You either plug it into a computer or pick up one of these 1A wall adapters and you can charge it through the wall. And to be fair, it is also on the side of the eLeaf iStick 50 watt. This is the 50 watt. There's the USB charging port. Now I know on the 20 and the 30 watts, it's on the bottom of the unit, so you do have to lay those on the side while charging them. Anthony Hood wanted some battery recommendations. Well, I use an eFest IMR 18650 20 watt or 20 amp battery. And it's not that I really feel strongly one way or another about that eLeaf battery. It was simply what my local vape shop had in stock, and I needed a battery. Chris Casey responded to that by commenting, "Great review. Careful though with those eFest batteries. The 20 amp description references the pulse rating. Kanger has revealed that continuous rating is 10 amps. But battery tests have indicated it was actually somewhere around 7 amps. Well, thanks, Chris, and I am keeping a pretty close eye on that battery." Without a doubt, the question I was asked most often was, is the 510 connector spring-loaded or fixed? Dmitry Talanov, E-Lobo, GT, Volodya, Agassian and Dantera were among those who asked that question, as were the guys down at my local vape shop when I took it in so they could get a look at it. And it is a fixed 510 connection. No spring load in there. No adjustment possible. It is what it is on the K-Box Mini. A fixed 510 connection. I did say that was one of the few cons in my review of the SUBOX Mini, and James Graham wondered why. You list the fixed 510 connector as a con. What did you use that didn't work or didn't fit flush? Not picking on you. Everyone seems to be knee-jerking about the fixed 510. It's only a con if it doesn't work. My only real con is no power lock. I'd rather have a power lock than screen flipping. Well, we actually had a fairly long discussion on the subject via Facebook, and I agree, it really is only a con if it doesn't work. So I tried another tank on the K-Box Mini, the new Yokan Favo tank. You know what? It didn't fit. The K-Box couldn't even read it, registering 0 resistance on that OLED display. 7 Report received a number of general comments about the SUBOX Mini Starter Kit, and Kangertech. Anikin Keprib wanted to know when the full review would be up. Well, I did respond, and hopefully by now you've been able to watch it. I'll have a link to it in this video. Trucking Vapes was among a few who wondered about how Kanger colored the SubTank Mini. Great looking setup, but interior paint is a total fail, he said. Well, Kanger actually uses a process called aqueous ceramic coating to color the tanks, so it's not like they just slathered some paint on there. So far, I haven't had any problem with it, and I've been using it and cleaning the tanks pretty extensively, but I do appreciate that concern. Hijinks187 said, I already own several Kanger subtanks and e-leafs, so it's hard to justify the cost. But for someone who's moving into sub-ohming for the first time, this seems like a no-brainer. Sam Daring commented, great video! This new kit looks nice. I hope they come out with more colors for both the Mini and the Nano sizes. I'd love to pick up a white subtank Nano at some point. Well, Sam, Kanger just heard you, and as I mentioned in the review, they really seem to be listening to what vapors want when they did the design on the new K-Box Mini. Isha, you noticed that too. Good to see that Kanger takes public feedback and improves on what people dislike. I think they hit the nail on the head with this one. The single biggest area of comments didn't actually come in the form of questions, but from folks who fell in love with the SUBOX Mini and stated they either wanted one or had already ordered one. Sober Dave 1971 said, eagerly awaiting your full review. This is my first foray into the vaping pre-order arena. I'm impressed with Kanger's attention to vapors with the redesign of the Mini, so I'm hoping the shot was worth it. GE Vape commented, can't wait for my 2 sets to arrive. Thanks for the look. And Quick E-Cig Review said, I want this. Nice video. AzenGuy76 stated, might be my new on-the-go device, since eLeaf doesn't want to get responsible with all the defective iStick 50 watt mods. Well, I can't comment on that, AzenGuy76. My iStick 50 watt is still firing away flawlessly, but you really can't go wrong with the SUBOX either. And Storm Zoo, a lot of U's at the end there, was torn. This upsets me actually. I just bought a K-Box, the original version, and SubTank, then I heard about the SUBOX, and now I really want one. They look so awesome. Excited to see how it vapes, can't wait to watch your full review. Well, you know what they say, Storm Zoo. Once you've bought something, you ought to stop looking at newer versions. Yangus Brule says, can't wait to get this in the mail. It looks so sleek. And Dennis Bullard chimed in, I just ordered the black edition. Mystery Cookie said, this might just be my next setup. This looks great, and I am no longer satisfied with my Ego T setup. And N Holloway 2007 commented, today I learned I need this SUBOX. I was going to get a Smoke X Pro 50 and a Kanger subtank with 2 batteries and a charger, but I think I'd rather have the SUBOX. Well, thank you to everyone who has read the articles or watched the videos on the SUBOX Mini Starter Kit. I've tried to respond to every comment personally, and sorry if yours didn't make it into this video. Keep commenting and I'll keep answering. And I'm especially sorry if I butchered the pronunciation of your name. Some of those screen names are, well, they're a little different and hard to pronounce. I'm pretty sure this is not the last you'll hear from 7 Report on the SUBOX Mini. I'm planning on doing a head-to-head comparison of the K-Box Mini and the eLeaf iStick 50 watt, so keep checking back for that in the next few days or so. Of course, if you follow 7 Report on Twitter or Facebook, you'll find out about it that way. And again, thanks to our friends at Kangertech for providing both the black and the white editions of the SUBOX Mini Starter Kit for a 7 Report review. There will be links in the description section of this video on YouTube and at the end of the article on the website 7report.com to Kangertech, where you can purchase the SUBOX Mini in black or in white. Thanks again for visiting 7 Report today. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out the rest of the website, 7report.com. You do need to spell out the word 7. Keep coming back. We update it all the time with hardware and e-juice reviews and other fun stuff as well. And embrace the vape.